Have you ever been judged or excluded, not for what you did but for who you are? Imagine being turned away from a luxury resort under false pretenses, only to later return as its principal investor, redefining how it treats its guests. This is the story of the Bennett family, a tale of dignity, perseverance, and change. Stick with us to see how this family turned rejection into transformation. And if you enjoy stories of justice, empowerment, and resilience, don't forget to subscribe to Story Precious and hit the notification bell for more inspiring content. The rejection. The Emerald Horizon Resort, perched on a sunlit coast, was the epitome of opulence. With sprawling gardens, infinity pools overlooking the ocean, and five-star amenities, it was the dream destination for families and elites alike. Sarah and Marcus Bennett, along with their 2 children, arrived at the resort's grand entrance, filled with excitement for their much-anticipated vacation. Dressed in stylish but comfortable attire, the Bennetts approached the marble reception desk where Claire, the front desk attendant, greeted them with a polished smile. "Welcome to the Emerald Horizon Resort," Claire said, her voice smooth and professional. "How may I assist you today?" Marcus handed over their reservation details with a friendly smile. "We have a confirmed booking for a week in the Ocean View Suite." Claire's smile froze slightly as she typed into her computer. Her brows furrowed, and she glanced at the screen, then back at the family. "I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Bennett," she began, her voice edged with practiced sympathy. "It appears there's been a mix-up. Unfortunately, all our suites are currently occupied." Sarah's face fell in surprise. "That's strange," she said. "I called yesterday to confirm the reservation, and everything seemed fine." Claire offered a tight smile. "Yes, but sometimes our system experiences last-minute changes. I can recommend a nearby hotel that may accommodate you." As Claire spoke, Sarah noticed a couple at the next desk being warmly handed keys to a suite. Her suspicion grew. "Are you saying there's no availability at all?" Claire hesitated, her smile thinning. "That's correct, ma'am." The Bennetts exchanged a glance. Marcus's expression darkened, but he kept his composure. "We'll leave for now," he said, his tone steady but firm. "But this isn't the end of this." As they walked back to their car, Sarah turned to Marcus. "They didn't even check. This wasn't about availability." Marcus nodded. "No, it wasn't. And we're going to do something about it." The turning point. Weeks passed, but the sting of their experience lingered. Marcus, a successful entrepreneur, began making inquiries about the resort. Through his network, he learned that the Emerald Horizon was struggling financially. "This is our chance," Marcus said one evening, sitting across from Sarah at their dining table. "We can invest in the resort, not just to own a stake, but to change how it operates. No family should ever feel the way we did." Sarah nodded, her resolve hardening. "Let's do it, not for revenge but for respect and fairness." The Bennetts contacted the resort's owners and negotiated a deal. By the end of the month, they were the largest stakeholders, holding a controlling interest in the property. The return. It was a sunny morning when the Bennett family returned to the Emerald Horizon Resort, this time arriving in a convoy of black SUVs. Marcus stepped out first, his tailored suit exuding authority. Sarah followed, dressed in a chic white dress that balanced elegance with professionalism. Their children, dressed neatly, held their heads high, embodying the same quiet confidence as their parents. Inside the lobby, Claire stood behind the reception desk, chatting with a colleague. When she saw the Bennetts walk in, her face drained of color. "Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Bennett." The resort manager, Mr. Harrison, greeted them nervously as he hurried to meet them. "We're honored to welcome you back." Marcus nodded curtly. "Thank you, Mr. Harrison. I trust you've informed the staff about the changes?" "Yes, sir," Harrison stammered. "The team is ready for your announcement." Claire looked on, her confusion growing as Harrison ushered the Bennetts into the conference room. "What's going on?" she whispered to a coworker. Moments later, Marcus stood at the head of the room, addressing the resort's management and staff. "My family and I recently experienced what it feels like to be turned away, not because of availability, but because of assumptions. Today, we are here not as guests, but as the principal investors in this property," Marcus began, his voice firm but calm. Gasps rippled through the room. Claire's face turned pale, her mouth slightly agape. Sarah stepped forward. This resort will now operate on a foundation of respect and fairness. Discrimination, whether overt or subtle, will not be tolerated. Every guest deserves to feel welcome, and every staff member will be held to that standard. Marcus added, effective immediately, all staff will undergo mandatory training on diversity and inclusion. Additionally, we're implementing a clear policy to ensure fair treatment of every guest, regardless of background. Claire shifted uncomfortably as Marcus's gaze settled on her. Claire, Marcus said, his tone unyielding, your behavior during our last visit was unacceptable. You're relieved of your duties, effective immediately. Claire's lips trembled. Mr. Bennett, please, I didn't mean. Marcus interrupted. You meant what you did. This isn't about apologies. It's about accountability. The transformation. In the months that followed, the Emerald Horizon Resort underwent a remarkable transformation. The Bennett's leadership fostered a culture of inclusion and respect. Guest satisfaction soared, and the resort gained a reputation not just for luxury but for its welcoming atmosphere. Marcus and Sarah frequently visited, ensuring the new policies were upheld. They also partnered with local organizations to promote diversity in the hospitality industry, setting a new standard for excellence. Lessons from the story. The power of patience and self-respect. The Bennett family's story shows us that calm and patience in unfair situations can become a driving force for greater change. Instead of responding with anger, they choose to make a positive impact through action. The power of standing up for what is right. Not only did they defend their reputation, but they also set a new standard for how a business should treat all customers. This reminds us that we must fight not only for ourselves, but also for those who cannot protect themselves. Justice is not just words. The Bennett family responded not only with words, but also with actual actions to change the culture of the resort. They turned injustice into an opportunity to educate and inspire. This story emphasizes that respect and fairness are not luxuries, but fundamental rights. Never judge a person based on appearance or any prejudice. Change starts with treating people with respect and compassion. Whether you face injustice or discrimination, remember that you have the power to change the situation. The world only gets better when we constantly stand up, demand justice, and build a better community for everyone. The Bennett family's story is not only an example of success, but also a reminder of how we should treat others. If I were in their position, I hope I would also have the courage and calmness to turn a negative situation into an opportunity for positive change. This story is more than a tale of triumph. It's a reminder of the power of perseverance and the importance of standing up for what's right. The Bennetts didn't just fight for themselves. They created change for others who might have faced the same prejudice. What would you have done in their place? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If this story inspired you, like, share, and subscribe to Story Precious for more empowering stories of resilience and justice. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos. Together, let's amplify voices that matter and work toward a world built on respect and equality.